Number 12, we first have to get, oops, let me write this. We first have to divide both sides by 5. I don't know why that's lit up, but that would be absolute value of 12 minus x is greater than 3. The absolute value is alone now, so I'm going to write it twice, and that's going to be 12 minus x is greater than 3. And then we're going to do the negative. Negative 12 minus x is greater than 3. Okay, so we've got to solve for x. I'm going to subtract 12 from both sides, and I have negative x is greater than negative 9. Divide both sides by negative 1. And when you divide by a negative, the sign flips, and that's x is less than positive 9. So I'm going to go over to the other side and distribute that negative to both terms. So that's negative 12 plus x is greater than 3. Add 12 to both sides, and you have positive x is greater than 15. Okay. When we graph this, I'm going to start with 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the absolute value is greater than, so this one is going to open to the outside. The first point is at 9. It's open because there's not a line underneath it, and it shades in the direction of that arrow. We knew it was going to shade out because it's greater than. And the other one, circle at 15, and it shades out as well. Number 13, we have to get the absolute value alone. So I'm going to add 1 to both sides. And you have 1/3 absolute value of 2x plus 3 is less than or equal to 9. And I'm going to multiply both sides by 3, which is really just multiplying by the reciprocal of 1/3. These cancel, and the absolute value is now alone. And it's less than or equal to 27. Okay, now that it's by itself, I'm going to write it twice. And so we have 2x plus 3 is less than or equal to 27. And the negative is negative 2x plus 3 is less than or equal to 27. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and you have 2x is less than or equal to 24. Divide both sides by 2, and x is less than or equal to 12. So there's one parameter. On the other side, oops, I did that wrong. The parentheses should be there, and the negative is on the outside because the entire contents of the absolute value is behind a negative. So that's going to be negative 2x minus 3 is less than or equal to 27. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. Negative 2x is less than or equal to 30. Divide both sides by negative 2. And the two negatives make a positive, and the 2's cancel. You're left with x. It's not less than anymore. It's greater than because we divided by a negative. And it's negative 15. Okay, we're going to start with the smaller number, which is negative 15. And you can see that the distance from negative 15 is to 12 is pretty big. So there'll be a break in the graph here. And this is a less than, so it's going to shade in. But we're putting a point at negative 15, and we're shading to the right. And we're putting a circle at 12, coloring it in because the line's under it, and it shades to the left.